Hello. Today's gonna be like a totally different style video. I'm gonna be showing y'all what I keep in my travel nail case. I just recently got this case courtesy to my mom and my boyfriend, and it's like so perfect. I'm gonna show y'all what the case I was carrying before, and it was just way too big and it was way too heavy. This is so much more compact, and this forces you as the nail tech, a makeup artist, a special effect artist, whatever you might be doing your mobile service for, to really be precise with what you're taking on your jobs and what you're taking on your gigs, or just what you're taking to work every single day. Because packing light has a way more advantage than overpacking, because overpacking just means that you need 50 million things to get the job done. But over time, as you become more and more seasoned, I promise you, a lot of that stuff you're carrying, you do not need in your kit, because you're more than able to get the job done how you need to with the bare minimum, your essentials, your go-tos, and having items that are like pretty versatile. Here nor there, I'm gonna get right into it. The case alone is a Simply Bella case. This is by Impressions, I believe. I got this at a wholesale makeup, like women's, I don't even know how to explain it. If you live in California and you ever heard of Joya, it's in downtown Los Angeles. It's a membership only place, and the only thing about going there is you have to spend $100 minimum to be able to even buy anything. But this is where I got this. I found this online though. It's not going to be wholesale price, but I did find it online, and it's actually pretty reasonable given a lot of the cases out there, and I feel like it's going to be pretty sturdy. It is relatively small. It looks kind of big on video, but it's really like not that big. Starting off with both of my side pockets, I keep my chargers. So I do use a wireless nail lamp, like the nail lamp. So I keep my charger always on deck, and then I always keep my Ceri nail drill charger, because the drill stays charged a lot longer as opposed to the nail lamp. So just making sure you always have your chargers, because you would be SOL if you don't have your charger and your nail lamp dies, like your drill dies on you, and then you don't have nothing else. That's it, that's all. The big pocket is just one hollow spot, and everything kind of falls out of it when you open it. But it does have these two catching straps that you can like adjust, tighten if you want to open all the way, or if you want to just kind of open halfway. First things first, in this pocket I keep my nail tips. I don't need 50 million tips, because at my salon they do have tips, but I like to have my own because I like my work to come out how my work is, and these are just the tips I like to use. And when you are working in a salon setting, working at home, regardless, you need to have all of your things properly labeled. So everything does have new tips square, new tips coffin, and then that's it for that. I have my mini trash can. It's just from Dollar Tree. It does say trash on it. I have the Couture wireless heart nail lamp. I'm not really a fan of this lamp. I do enjoy it because it's really small. It's super compact as opposed to the Ceri one or the not polished one. Those are like a little bigger. This is nice, but I do have to kind of be mindful of like making sure it's clear all the way for my clients. But here nor there, it's what I'm working with. I keep my lint-free wipes here. My cuticle oil comes in just this round thing that I put it in. I do have all of my bottles. I do carry them empty because I fill them up at the shop, and I don't fill them up super high just because my client volume at the shop is relatively low as of right now. So there's no need for me to carry like my bottles full of product. Over here. And this is gems. Oh, and again, lotion. In addition to the lotion, I carry this Burt's Bees Baby multi-purpose healing ointment. This is such a better lotion, especially for people with super dry skin, and it smells so much better than that cheap lotion that be at the shop. Like it's just way better. I have gloves in a bag because it's just easier and they don't take up as much space. So I always am wearing my gloves during every service. Oh, I have my manicuring files, which are just the really cheap, small, disposable files like that. I have all of my clean implements, and then I have an empty soiled container for that. Once I use them on a client, they go in here so that I know they have to be cleaned and disinfected before I'm able to use them again. I have Young Nail Swipe, which I actually don't use that much because I use alcohol. But it's the same thing. It's still the same thing, but it's the Young Nail Swipe. My 2 containers. This is the sea salt scrub that goes in your pedicure basin when you start a pedicure. And then I have the single-use pedicure liners. This is just so much easier to put in my cart and have readily available, so I don't have to like get up and then go get one and then come back and then put it in. It's just easier to put a few in here. That way when you see it's empty, you can put some more. I have next my acrylic. My acrylic is the Ceri acrylic. I think they look so cute like on my nail station. Like these containers are a hit for real. So I have that, and then I also have, excuse me, my Young Nails Speed Clear as like my top coat. I have pedicure softener, nail softener, which is the cuticle softener and cuticle remover. Great for pedicures, and also when a client comes in and wants a nice crispy manicure, I'm using this often. And then I have in a container my pedicure station jet. This is a hot commodity at the shop. This will get stolen in 2.5 seconds and won't nobody ever give it back to you. So I always kind of keep it in something. That way when my other products cover it, like you can't really tell that I got the jet on me. But yeah, I just keep it in here. It's just easy to like, it's just, I know it's in here when it's in here, and then I can whip it out that way. So that is everything for that. Oh, and I also have I use this when I do like nail art. I put my colors on here, and that way I don't have to like always ruin the tops of my acrylic, because that's typically what I do. I pour the polish on the top of my acrylic, and I do want to stop doing that for real. On this side, what do I have in here? Ooh. In that pocket, I just have my manicure license. We are licensed nail techs over here, okay? We did not go to YouTube University, not once, okay? We come to YouTube for the additional education that school does not offer us, because let's be honest, school does not teach you much of how to really do the nail art portion and like the structure and how to really become a nail tech, French tip, acrylic application. You're using non-low odor monomer, you're using basic acrylic, but this is your golden ticket for real. I'm not gonna turn around because it has all my information on it, but being licensed as a nail tech is so important. You're working on the public. You can lose a finger, a toe. If you're doing eyebrows, if you're doing lashes, you need to be licensed, because there is so much that comes with being a nail tech. Safety, sanitation, infection control, understanding what the client has as coming in with something as simple as a hangnail, and you not having the knowledge, knowing that hangnail can possibly lead to infection with you coming in contact with dirty tools, could end your career just like that, just because you don't know and you think like, oh, I see on YouTube they do pedicures with this, with that, with this, they do manicures with this, they do full sets of curls with that. So when you see a greenie, when you see an affected nail, you don't know what it is you're looking at and you still work on top, it is so important to get your license as a nail tech, as a lash tech, as a makeup artist. Makeup artists, though, do not have to be licensed by the state if you're only performing regular makeup. But any beauty enhancing services through makeup, eyebrow lamination, micro needling, tattooing eyebrows, the lips, Botox, obviously, those services, microdermabrasion, anything, estheticians, hairstylists, natural hairstylists do not have to have their license, but you cannot wash hair. You can only they can come wash to you, but you cannot do anything under that scope of practice as far as being a hairstylist. So I highly encourage y'all to go to school, get your license, become licensed in the career path you want to do, because when I tell y'all, it is no joke. Them books, the little chemistry, you gonna take a chemistry class, you gonna take an infection control class, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, a lot of stuff can happen, and a lot of stuff does happen. It's not like, oh, I've seen my fair share of like stuff. I'm like, oh no, girl, I'm not working on this. I'm not working over this work. Somebody else obviously has, they're okay with it. I'm not risking it. I'm sorry. Someone else is going to have to service you, and you pack up your shit and that's it. And that is totally okay. So go get your license. It's the best feeling. I took my test 4 times before I was able to pass. On my 5th time, I passed and got my license. So don't give up, okay? Like, literally don't give up. You might pass your 1st time, you might pass your 2nd time, you might pass your 8th time, but at least keep trying to become a licensed nail tech or esthetician or hairstylist, because it's so rewarding to really be able to be like, no, I got my license and you gonna pay this fee, and that's gonna be that. So my license, because this does go on my rolling cart every time I go into work, or even if I'm doing a mobile service, or even like working on set, this does have to be with you, because if something does happen, you can be like, wow, this is what it is. I'm licensed. What's the problem? Like, literally. And then this has a top part like this that opens up like this, and in the roof in the roof of the case, I keep my Ceri drill, and I keep my face mask. I keep more than one face mask, because throughout the day, after every service, you should be changing your mask. I don't do that, but at least after 2 people max. Like, I'm not gonna keep reusing a mask. And then I have my Ceri drill. I do completely disconnect my drill whenever I'm traveling with it, and I do not keep a drill bit in it. Imagine if you have your case in your car, you go over a crazy speed bump or something, and your drill bit breaks off in your drill because you have one in there. Just take it out. Just take it out. Just take it out. Trust me, just take it out. And then that just velcros back in the roof of the case, and then this whole thing comes out. Oh, you're gonna fall over if I take this out? That's crazy. Oh, no, you're not. Okay, good. So this whole thing comes out, and then has, you know, the little regular, what would you call this? Like a makeup, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's like a makeup stand. So if you want this on your table, you can just have this on your table. But in this, I keep some pretty simple stuff. I do want to show you as I go, though. Can I hold like a children's book? Okay, I have my business cards that I kind of just keep on deck with me. I have some tongs, because I use the tongs when I pull my tools at the barbicide, because you should not be touching barbicide with your bare hands. Barbicide eats away at microorganisms. Guess what we are? Guess what we have on our skin? Microorganisms. I have a nail cleaner brush, a Dappen dish for when I do like my nail art and stuff like that. And then in here, I keep just like my simple tools in a different container than I do my nail art brushes, just to keep them like sanitary and like just separate from each other. I would normally keep my clean implements, and it does say on there, clean implements. This is empty right now, but because they're clean, they're in the barber side. I have my nail files, which also say new files on the bottom. And then this is where I keep my acrylic brushes, my nail dotting tools, my art brushes. What else is in here? Oh yeah, my etcher tool, my cleanup brush, some of my brushes. And that does have to say clean implements on it also. And this is what I keep all of my drill bits and my sanding bands in. It's just so much easier to be more compact like this because you can carry a lot more this way than keeping it in the actual original packaging. And all that just goes back in here just like so. And I like how you can take this out because this could be either on the side of you or on top of your table, and you can just work entirely from this box, have the rest of the case on the floor, and pull out what you need. I have rhinestone glue, regular clear polish, because not everybody gets gel, believe it or not. Some people are like really anti-gel polish, which like blows my fucking mind, because you want to sit there and wait for this to dry, and then you go and you fuck up and you bump something, or you nick something, or you touching your phone, and you're like, oops, I messed up. Regular white polish, because again, not everyone likes gel. I have white gel because in the salon, finding white gel or even like top coat is the hardest thing ever. You will be so surprised. You would think like, oh yeah, you can go get white. No, you can't go get white, at least at my shop. It's hard to find. I have top gel by D&D. Gel Exer, I prefer this top coat more than any other top coat ever. Better than the Poochie's Nails, better than D&D. The Gel Exer top coat gel polish, perfect. This is the Ceri's bonding primer, and then I use the Mia Secret Extra Bond when I'm working in the shop, because people are so much rougher. It's so crazy. People are so much more rougher on their nails. Like when you're working with walk-in clients and you ask them what they do for work, and you're like, oh, so let me really secure these nails on here, because like you're not like, you know, you're not like a computer guy. Like you really like are hands-on. Like, oh yeah, I work at Amazon warehouse and I lift 45 pound packages. Okay, let me make sure they on there. So I use both in the shop, but normally I would just use the Mia Secret. But that is what I keep in here, and that is it. Honestly, that is all I take with me to work when I am taking everything. And did I forget anything? I did. And then in my hand, I just bring this with me. This is my armrest. My shop doesn't have armrests. It's just a table. And I don't like working, I don't like working on my clients just hands being on the table. Is too low. And I like to keep my position upright. So I bring this with me to work every day. Every time I go, this is in my hand, and then my case is just rolling behind me, like calling it a day. So yeah, that is what is in my case. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. I really do. Everything I'm gonna try to find, I'm pretty sure I can find all this linked and link it down below for y'all if y'all want anything, like to purchase anything. It'll be down below so that y'all can check it out on your own and see if you want to buy it or not, see how much it is. Yada yada yada. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because your girl is on the road to 500 followers. I'm just saying, it's up from here for real. I'll post videos when I want to. I don't have no schedule. I don't have no time clock. This month of January though, I've tried to post a video every single day in January, and I told myself I'm only taking 4 days off. So you'll see me a lot in January. You're gonna see me 14 days in February. So subscribe to me for more if you want to see more. Follow your girl. Leave me some comments, because I talk back. And I'm gonna see you soon for real. And I thank you guys again for watching. All right. Bye.